watching, and they do it without pay. They all do it gladly because they are so sweet. Bless the staff of practitioners down on Phoenix.
Yep, here we are. Oh, there we are.
Here we are.
Hello, everybody.
Oh, good morning.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
2017.
Wow. Yes,
this
it
is
is.
Quite a year. This is the year of what number did you say?
Oh, it's a 1 year.
Oh, 1 year. Oh, we'll go over that later.
Yeah.
We have that in our notes for later.
Right.
So, did everybody have a good New Year's? Did you have a good New Year's?
I did. Very quiet and wonderful.
Yes?
Yep.
We blew up some fireworks.
Oh,
I
yes.
did my yearly fireworks.
There you go.
And we watched the ball drop.
Yep. Did
Good
that.
thing they let it drop at 11 o'clock our time, because I
know.
wouldn't have made it another hour.
We're lightweights.
So anyhow, welcome all. We're glad to be here. It's New Year. This is our first show of 2017, and we were talking about how it's been great doing this every week. It's sort of creating a thought form.
Yeah, definitely. We are. We're holding a thought form.
And more people are watching our videos.
Yeah,
So
that's wonderful.
So here we go, another show today. And of course, our first thing for the show is our DreamCatcher.
Our DreamCatcher.
Who's in the DreamCatcher this week? Tell us about the DreamCatcher again.
The DreamCatcher, Lorraine Mills' vision that she had for 2012, a global project. We are getting to be the guardians right now, the keepers, and it's in our center.
It's in our center,
Yeah.
our DreamCatcher. And every week we choose someone to be in the center. And this week, drum roll, Cheryl Hacket.
One of our own staff members.
Yes. And she will be really happy to see her gorgeous little face up there. And,
we're happy too.
Yeah. So Cheryl Hackett's in the center of our DreamCatcher.
She is.
And here it is. If you'd like to have your picture in the center and have some whatever kind of healing work happens to us there, you can be like Cheryl Hackett this week. Send us a picture and your name and where you reside, and we'll put your picture in the DreamCatcher.
Yeah.
So congratulations, Cheryl. I'm sure you'll be happy to see this.
Yeah.
Let us know. Send us an email or call us.
Yeah.
And you'll, if nothing else, see it tomorrow. Or no, this
on
is
Wednesday.
Monday. Yeah. So okay. So this is 2017, and you talked about it being the number one. What does that? What does that mean?
Well,
How does that relate
if you add up all the numbers,
all the numbers of what?
Of the year, 2 and 1 and 7 is 10,
Okay.
and then you reduce that down to a 1. So this is and the 1 is a very powerful number. It initiates new cycles, new beginnings, and everything that goes with that. And for me, it's like anchoring into thought forms and ideas and ideals that will expand our experience. And that's what you and I are doing here with BioTouch. Right.
Right. So how does that number? How do you see that number relating to the work? So I guess that 1 is for everybody. It's a new beginning for everybody.
Yeah, absolutely. So an opportunity for humanity to, as a, within our own lives and our own experiences, and as a group, just stepping into all the amazing possibilities for our own evolution and growth, and to just recognize more and more that we are a unit, a connected one. And I think this year is going to be the beginning of a lot of more people really, holding that thought form.
Well, it's interesting. I was working with the I Ching. It's an ancient Chinese text, and so you throw these coins and you open it up. Carl Jung actually wrote the foreword to that.
Oh,
and,
I had no idea.
Yeah, it's really, it was translated from the Chinese to the German. Carl Jung's best friend translated it, and now they have it in English.
Yep.
So anyhow, I threw it about what am I supposed to do this year, and it was like, responsibility, leadership roles. So
you have no idea.
So okay, I guess I'm ready. So
Paul's gonna be getting out there, and that's one of the the thoughts that I had about a 1 year in relation to our foundation, is that we've been in the kind of the stages of planning and preparing. And 2017 is a 1 year, is really going to anchor us in more of the thought about going out, which is our vision. It's our goal to get BioTouch into the lives of as many of humanity as we possibly can, and that includes you, Mr. Paul.
No, all of them too.
Well, that includes you going out more,
right?
And just
and actually, you stepping up too as the president of the board.
Yeah,
we have a board retreat coming up.
Oh, we do.
And you're guiding that board to really manifest the ability of BioTouch to get out to the world.
Yeah, like I said, the last couple years we've been in a stage of preparation, and now it's just time, for us to activate all of that. Yeah, you can only hold things so long, and then you got to just kick it out there.
So when we were talking about the show, we talked about, what is it we want to share? We always want to share a little bit from our manual.
Yeah.
And how the BioTouch has always been for all of us common people. It's really for the masses of humanity.
Exactly.
And yet it's sort of a door to allow us to come to our greatness.
Oh, I love that. It's true.
Yeah. And so we have this part in our manual that we want to read to you all.
Yeah.
And so here's our manual here. What is it? A manual.
Our manual.
And we're going to read from our epilogue. It goes, "Know thyself. Every human being is the vehicle of his own destiny. Each is free to venture into some elegant area of thought and peer with yearning trepidation into the obscure shadows. Those who refrain from this liberty will live an ordinary life, be conditioned by ordinary thoughts, exhibit doubts that have ordinarily been postulated by others. Such people are part of the ordinary problem, seeking ordinary solutions. It is the ordinary role for the ordinary man and is clearly the most comfortable for ordinary peace of mind. The ordinary provides no favorable climate for progress."
Wow, that's and you said it. Well, when you were reading that, it's interesting about that word ordinary because, like you said, we're always talking about how BioTouch is a gift to just everybody, just people in their ordinary lives going about, their experiences. But what happens with BioTouch is that over time, your life becomes extraordinary. That's the gift. That's the power and the magic of BioTouch.
And it's so hard to, like people say, well, it just sounds so simple.
Right.
It sounds so simple.
So simple.
That, Paul, you just make it so simple. Well, it is simple. And I guess that's why I liked falling and stumbling upon BioTouch. When that old man said Norman and Carol brought love to the Mancos Valley. And I thought, I've done a lot of studies of different philosophical and religious belief systems, but BioTouch made it simple. It brought people to that space of love and the extraordinary part of themselves.
Yeah, exactly.
Without having to get into a bunch of mind stuff. And
because love itself is just our nature, and it's a simple base. It's so basic that it's not anchored in our consciousness a lot of times because it's our very nature, and what we're trying to do is just step back into what we already are, and that can be really, suffering and pain comes with all of that, and just the remembering. And that's, of course, for me, what BioTouch does. It helps us, reminds us that we are just loving. That's our nature.
Yeah, and in that, like you just said, is where the healing comes.
Yep.
Where this body that we seem to be stuck in its pain and suffering, and I don't know of anybody on the planet who doesn't have pain and suffering.
Something.
Yeah, that BioTouch allows that part that heals us, what we're going to call love, take over. And you don't have to do anything. It's not about doing. You don't have to sit and meditate on your navel or get in some weird posture or run 20 miles a day or, you do what you want to do.
Yeah.
And it becomes then a choice. If I walk, it's because I like walking. If I eat a particular diet, it's because I choose to, not that I have to.
Right.
I choose to eat broccoli and brown rice, or I choose to eat meat. Because if I live in that center, and BioTouch seems to bring us to that, the body will heal. And all I need to do is just follow what I'm told. You've been told what to do.
Yeah.
You actually threw that with your little angel card. You know what to do.
I know what to do. Well, and that's what's amazing about BioTouch. What happens is, over time, that listening to what you know you need to do is if you're listening to your body.
Right.
Your body is the one telling you what it needs to do. And if we listen, we're going to follow that.
And it's interesting because that reminds me of a guy who came into the center. It was in Hawaii. And he got worked on it. He didn't quite believe in it. But his wife said something interesting. She says, it's interesting because he's starting to eat bananas now. And usually I'd buy bananas and they'd go brown and I'd always have to throw them out. He says, but he can't get enough bananas now. Oh. Well, it turns out he didn't even know he was eating them. Oh, wow. But she noticed it because she's the one that bought the bananas.
Yeah.
And so his body was yearning for whatever that banana gave him. And she just kept buying the bananas. And we see that all the time.
All the time.
And people just start yearning for something they don't even know why, or they'll give up they might be a pure vegetarian their whole life, and all of a sudden they go and they have a Big Mac, and they've never felt better.
Never felt better.
So it's not about locking into what we might believe in. It's
rigid.
It's
rigid
listening.
thing.
And BioTouch gives people the opportunity not just to listen, but give them the strength to act.
That's what I was going to say.
Right.
It gives, all the possibilities. And that's what's wonderful about this year. The unlimited possibilities for all of us to really just step into, what we're being called to do. Because we all have innate gifts and talents that we need to share with each other.
Right, and so we're glad you're here sharing with us.
Yeah.
And I guess we should teach a set of points, because that's what we always want to do. And we're going to build on the workshop we did, the flus and colds.
Yeah.
And I finally was able to upload the Sinus Set.
Ooh, that's
so
a great set.
This is a good set.
Yep.
Pay attention to it. Let's see if we can find... there's the manual we have. You can get that online. And here we go to...
Any conditions affecting... The Sinus Set may be used to address any conditions affecting the sinuses. To begin step 1, first locate hold point X by following the bone right behind the ear down to its tip at the bottom of the skull and sliding the fingers back slightly. X is the flat area just behind the tip of the bone at the base of the skull. Step 1 is performed in crossfire, so hold at X on one side of the head and touch points 1 through 3 on the opposite side of the head. Point 1 is just above the eyebrow where the brow and nose meet. Point 2 is the most prominent point of the cheekbone below the outside corner of the eye. Point 3 is below the inside corner of the eye where the nose and the cheek meet. Now find hold point X on the other side of the head, and again in crossfire touch point 1, just above the eyebrow where the brow and nose meet. Point 2, the most prominent point of the cheekbone below the outside corner of the eye. And point 3, just below the inside corner of the eye where the nose and cheek meet. Step 2. In matching fire, touch points 1 and 1, 2 and 2, 3 and 3, and X and X.
There you have it. The Sinus Set.
Boy.
Very simple, good to use. That was Cheryl Bucky.
Yeah.
She's the co-founder.
She is.
She She and I are the ones that met Norman and Carol and started the foundation back in 1989.
Wow.
That was a little while ago.
That was a little while ago.
And
we're very grateful for you guys doing that, by the way.
Well, thanks.
Yeah.
So the Sinus Set, you can do that anytime. You can do it in front of the TV. You can do it when you got a runny nose, or during this season, a lot of people are starting to get flu bugs, colds, getting all clogged up. Even here in Tucson, getting a lot of allergy stuff.
I know. Yeah, I've been working on.
People don't know what to do with all the rain now.
I
The
know.
mold coming out.
That's right.
And
yeah.
by the end of the week, it's going to be 70 degrees again. Yeah, life is rough here in
there
Tucson.
There you go. The high desert.
Right. So again, how to get the manual? You can go online. You can order the manual direct. The hard copy comes with a DVD. You can become a member. It's only $18, and we will send you a free version of our ebook that goes on your desktop. You can put it on your phone, and that has links to those videos. And the video shows people doing the sets. The words are very self-explanatory, very easy to learn and follow.
Yeah.
So we also have ways to learn it online. We have classes, correspondence courses. We have classes here in Tucson. Our next class here is January
21st and 2nd.
Let's look. 21st and 22nd.
21st and 22nd.
Here in Tucson. And we have Howard up in Phoenix.
We do have Howard. He's had quite a year this last year.
Howard Shape, up in Phoenix area. He will be having a workshop on January 29th, and that's a 4-hour workshop.
Right.
And so that's easy. In 4 hours, he'll go through the entire set, the entire program.
Yep.
You won't practice all the points like you do in the 2-day training. And he can also offer all the massage therapists 4 continuing ed credits.
Yeah, it's just a great introduction to BioTouch without, getting overloaded or feeling overwhelmed. It's just, we're very appreciative of Howard because he's been really offering these 4-hour workshops and just part of what we're all doing out there. So thank you, Howard.
Yeah, and we hope to get all of our certified practitioners around the globe sharing more of the workshops.
Oh yeah,
we have Chetan in India. Shahrazad is in Egypt. Michaela is in Germany.
Yeah.
So Netta we have out in Denmark area. So we have Esby, Elizabeth is in Mexico.
Yeah.
We have Hiroshi in Japan. Well, this is fun going over all the people around the world.
Goodness
and
gracious.
so, maybe part of our one this year should be, let's really energize these certified practitioners and instructors around the world to really start teaching BioTouch.
It's time to do that.
Absolutely. So, we're asking you to step forward and ask us to come teach you. We're just waiting.
Yeah.
And we're waiting for you to ask us into your home, bring us to your community.
Oh, that would be great.
We can put Bev on an airplane, and she can come teach in your community.
Wait a minute. This is about you going this year.
Funny. See, I tricked you into this. I had a dear friend who, when we first started, good old John, when he first came in, he said, "You tricked me into this." And he's still supporting us out there.
And you're good at that. He is.
Out in Connecticut, he still supports us doing BioTouch. He's actually here in town now.
He is.
And he's bringing some people this afternoon.
Oh.
They met at this group they have every year. And so he's in town, and I get to see him today.
Oh, that's so great.
Hope you're listening, John. We look forward to seeing you.
John, we look forward. And by the way, John was the instructor at the practitioner training, my very first training
really?
here. Yeah. Yeah, it's great.
Well, there you go, John. You have
Robin.
One of your students.
Yeah, look how far. Hey, John, you tricked me.
So anyhow, this is a big trick, and we enjoy playing magic, and we just want to share BioTouch with all of you. We enjoy these Mondays.
We do.
And we enjoy sharing BioTouch with you. We just...
and our wish for you in 2017 is that you will be happy, healthy, and loved. Because you are.
You are. We love you.
Yeah.
And thank you all for joining us
and
letting us into your home.
Have a glorious week, everyone. Bye.
From all around to the sun, they come here every day. They do a lot of touching, without pay. They all do it gladly. are so sweet. Bless the staff